guys, welcome back to Casually Crafted. My name is Ashley and this is a Vlogmas video. It's number days 5 through 10. So you'll have to excuse my appearance a little bit. I don't usually look this crazy during my videos, I don't think, hopefully. But it has been a long weekend and a long week. I've been meaning to do a Vlogmas video for a few days now, but we've had some sickness going around at my house here, so it has not been super fun. So I'm just gonna quickly run through, since the last video talked about Monday, what's been going on since then, and then I'll insert some clips and stuff of what we've been up to. So I talked about how Monday night we had my daughter's their school Christmas concert, and my 6-year-old ended up throwing up and the whole thing. So we ended up keeping her home from school on Tuesday the 5th, because I don't know if it's like an official rule, but like you should keep your kids home from school until they haven't thrown up for 24 hours, and the same with fever, I believe. So we kept her home from school on Tuesday, and she was perfectly fine the whole day. Like, she acted like there was nothing wrong with her whatsoever. So that's frustrating. So she was fine, but let's see. Yeah, so that was basically Tuesday. She was home from school. I still had to take my 10-year-old to school and back, but and then for our Advent activity, we did this ornament decorating type thing. It was just like a piece of paper, and I'll have pictures and stuff of an ornament, and you rolled a dice, and the dice had a design, like a squiggle or a zigzag or a straight line, and then a color also, and then you would do that down the picture of the ornament. So we did that because I needed something quick and easy to do, because I didn't want to do anything crazy with her being home all day and I didn't plan anything else. So that was easy enough to just print off, and the dice we have is a little dry erase one that's from Dollar Tree in their school supply section. So it was pretty fun. I've had it forever, just never used it. Then Wednesday, it was fine. She was still, she went to school. She seemed a little she started losing her voice a little bit Wednesday, but we didn't think much of that. It seemed completely unrelated to the throwing up. So and then our activity for that day was a Christmas music bingo, and we did this one last year also, so I already had a YouTube playlist created of all the songs. I'll link if I can find where I got the bingo from, I'll link it, because they had the boards already created. So last year I printed them out, laminated them, so that's just easy for us to get out every year. If I had made it, there was a few songs that I would not include and a few different songs that I would include, but it's easier to just do what other people have already done. So then by Thursday, the 7th, the school called during her lunchtime. The nurse called saying she was in there not feeling great, and we decided to give her a few minutes, because the thing with this daughter is she throws up really easily. A year or so ago, we even asked the doctor about it, because she will throw up if she drinks too fast or eats too much all at once, or she just gets really overheated. And so I'm hesitant to call her sick right every time she throws up. And so I'm well, if she's been fine since Monday, so I was okay, I told the nurse, just give her a few minutes, see how she does. And then they sent her back to class or whatever. They never called me back saying she needed to come home. So then I picked her up from school at normal time, and she just looked awful and miserable. So She did end up throwing up again at home, and then her cough was worse. So, um, that night we did another quick, easy activity. We did, I had finished putting those charms that I talked about on my last like actual video to put on their little bauble trees that I made. So they got to pick what ornaments they wanted for their tree and put them on their tree. And we also used little dice for that to help us decide who got to pick. So like I had them separated by like these are all the tree shapes, and so say like Maddie got to pick her tree first, and then Josie got to pick, and then Ellie got to pick, and then if there was extras they just went to the pile at the end, and then they took turns picking till they were all gone. So yeah, so since she had thrown up after school on Thursday, I kept her home again on Friday. And she was mostly fine Friday. Like pretty much lost her voice and a little bit of a cough. But then my 3-year-old was having the same symptoms. Like her voice was sounding weird. She was getting a cough, and then she fell asleep in the car on the drive. Like when we're picking up my oldest, she always falls asleep in the car while we're picking them up, almost always. And when we got home, she was just miserable, like coughing and everything. And so she ended up with like a fever off and on all night, and then like her cough was really bad, like it was hard for her to breathe. So Friday we did nothing. I basically just like held her and laid with her, and we sat in the bathroom for a while with the shower going and the steam and all that, and got the diffusers out and a little bit of cough medicine, which I had to ask a friend to go buy us more on Saturday because we didn't have anything for her age. It was all baby or older kid stuff. So then Saturday, it was pretty much the same thing. My 3-year-old, she was miserable all day. She had a fever off and on all night Friday night, all day Saturday. And still a pretty bad cough. It's not even really a cough, it's more just like her throat's so congested that she can't breathe, and she's coughing now down the hall in my bed. So hold on a second. Okay, so Saturday was basically the same thing, like fever is off and on all day. Her cough and everything still happening. Like sometimes it would seem a little better, and then it would all of a sudden come back, and back and forth. So she basically laid around all day, like she was so tired. She would like just lay and watch TV. She took like a few naps, or she wanted me to cuddle with her, so I didn't get a whole lot done. I just basically laid with her off and on all day. And then for our activity, we just watched a movie. We watched The Grinch, the newest, like cartoony version, I guess. They had just watched like one of the older versions at over Thanksgiving, so they didn't want to watch that one. And yeah, so she just like cuddled with me while we were watching that. Like she looked miserable. And but I mean, like you can only give medicine so many times a day and like every few hours and stuff, so it's like I don't know what else to do to help her, so she's just been miserable. So today is Sunday. We obviously did not go to church today, and she actually seemed a lot better. Like the morning still a little tired. She did take a nap like around lunchtime, and then after lunch, like she was doing much better. She like Saturday she hardly ate anything, and so today she like kept saying she was hungry and asking for snacks and stuff, which was good. And she even like was running around the house and playing with some toys every once in a while. So it was seeming really promising. Now that she's asleep again, her cough's coming back even worse than it, or just like back to what it was. Luckily, she hasn't had a fever again since yesterday. I don't think our thermometer is not super accurate, so I just go off of like if she feels really hot, I'm like, okay, she has a fever. But yeah, so hopefully she continues to get better. My 10-year-old was starting to get a little bit of a cough tonight too, so we'll see how she feels in the morning, if she wants to go to school or not. We'll see. But our activity for today, because I like to save like our bigger, more involved Christmas activities for the weekends. Usually Sundays or Saturdays if we don't have any like out of the house plans. So today we made ornaments out of baking soda clay. So it's like baking soda and cornstarch and water, and it supposedly can air dry, but we dried them in the oven. So we were able to, we rolled those out, made those with different like textures and stuff, and then like baked them for a little while, and then later that afternoon we painted some and glittered some. So there'll be pictures of those. There won't be any pictures of them painting, and probably not very many pictures of them cutting them out, because I was helping the little one with that, and then they were all shirtless for some reason while we were painting, so there's no pictures of that. But I will post pictures of their finished ornaments. Mine are not finished because there's some glitter colors that we don't have that I want to go buy tomorrow when we go shopping. So I will finish those on my own time, and that happens a lot when we do crafting as a family, is I have to finish my own later because I'm busy helping them with theirs. So mine either don't get finished ever, or they get finished at night when they're asleep. So but yeah, so hopefully this next week goes better and I don't take so many days in between Vlogmas videos. I was hoping to do like 3 or 4 days at a time, not 6 days. And yeah, so I'm hoping that she can be feeling better and that my other kids don't get worse again. And I've even felt like a little bit in my throat, so I'm hoping that doesn't get worse, because my husband doesn't get home till Friday, so we're just kind of stuck dealing with this on our own again. Every time something happens, it's when he's gone, but that's just life, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna go comfort her some more because she keeps waking up sad that she's coughing. It's like devastating to her when she has to cough, I guess. And we'll see if I get this video put together and uploaded tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.